Hello movie fans and welcome back to Fermented Ow. Hello movie fans and welcome back to Fermented Cinema. I'm Budget McPuppet and today we are revisiting the not so classic direct to VHS film Tremors 2. Aftershocks. Let's dive in, shall we? Before we get started, I must confess that as an annoying young child, I was obsessed with the original Tremors. I must have watched it over 100 times until the tape itself wore out. It is a fantastic film with a perfect script, a great cast starring Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward, and is the perfect blend of sci-fi, horror, action, and comedy. Fast forward to 1996, and I was ecstatic to learn that a sequel was being released.
Tremors 2, Aftershocks.
Direct to video. After an excruciating wait, I got to watch it at my friend's birthday party. And it was a party bummer. A mere 4 out of 10. But was I too harsh? Did my high expectations and too much birthday cake cloud my judgment? Let's find out. Tremors 2, Aftershocks, man, that's a cheap graphic, brings back Fred Ward and Michael Gross from the original film, but no one else. The basic plot is that the Tremors, graboids, have returned in an oil field in Mexico. Earl, played by Fred Ward, is solicited to hunt down the graboids by the owner of the oil company, in a scene that is reminiscent of Jurassic Park.
Hey, we were saving that!
But today, I guarantee it.
I'm sure that was just a coincidence. He is joined by replacement Val, whom I really wish would just get eaten. Seriously, this guy's annoying as fuck. There's also the love interest lady, Kate, everyone's favorite gun nut, Bert, and some Mexicans that are only there to add to the body count. For the first half of the film, Earl, Dollar Store Val, and eventually Bert are having fun hunting the graboids and collecting the cash. That is, until the graboids morph into a whole new monstrous form. No. Into this form. The script itself was written by the same screenwriter as the original film, and it's decent enough in structure for a direct-to-video sequel. It generally does a good job continuing the story, while also effectively covering up for any original characters that are MIA this time around.
Val married a good woman. Why would he want to die?
Heather's not coming back.
It's a simple, fun adventure story with a good amount of setups and payoffs. But it ain't perfect. The banter between the characters isn't as sharp and natural as in the original, and leans too much on the comedic side at the expense of the horror elements.
Sweet snack food?
Rice flour.
Oh man, this stuff tastes like toilet paper.
Earl, that is the toilet paper.
You're be so stupid!
Woo! That said, there are several gags that do land, maybe the best being the pullback reveal that reintroduces Bert and his hunting trophies. The film also feels more child-friendly than the first, which is to its detriment.
Uh-oh. Who gets the last soda?
Scissors, rock, paper. 1, 2, 3.
What's this?
Scissors, cuts, paper. I win.
See, that really should have been beer. Or at least Earl should have said, "You take the cola, kid. Men drink beer." Now that's the Earl I know. Also, the love story subplot feels forced and underdeveloped. There are a few flashes of chemistry between Earl and Kate, but they are sadly always interrupted by this asshole.
Look what I made!
There is also some questionable science that is introduced to explain the origin and the life cycle of the graboids.
Hermaphrodites. They reproduce without having sex.
I think you meant to say they reproduce asexually. Hermaphrodites are different. Let me explain. What happened there? As for the performances, Fred Ward and Michael Gross are the standouts. This guy, though, can piss off. Perhaps the best aspect of this film are the graboids themselves, and rightfully so, both in their original form and their new incarnation. A lot of fun practical effects are used to bring these monsters to life, although a handful of poor CG shots do taint the recipe. I also suspect that the creator of A Quiet Place might be familiar with Tremors 2.
Shit, it hurt him.
Perhaps the biggest issue with this film is the direction. Many of the shots are flat and wide, with the blocking of a sitcom. Tremors 2 is filmed in front of a live studio audience. Well, now it's time for my more mature fermented review, which is a slightly improved 5.4 out of 10. Tremors 2 Aftershocks is a deeply flawed movie that pales in comparison to the original, but it does have just enough fun and charm with some genuinely great set pieces to keep me entertained. If you're a fan of monster films and practical effects, I recommend giving this film a watch. With several more lesser sequels, who knows what the future has in store for the Tremors franchise.